Do you know that many of us today are using our hands to destroy our marriages by not apologizing to our spouses or doing that arrogantly? So if you follow me to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how your apology can be extremely effective and how you can use that to repair your marriages. According to Lynn Johnston, apology is the super glue of life. It can repair just about anything. But the big question is this: why hasn't our apology to our spouses been effective in repairing the issues we've been having in our marriages? Is there anything we are doing wrong when it comes to apologizing to our spouses? Why do we still have malice and anger in our marriages? So all this and more are what I'll be sharing with you in today's video. So I want you to sit back and relax. And by the way, if you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Can you subscribe and let's join hands in building strong marriages? The worst mistake married couples are making today when it comes to apology is thinking that apology is about getting forgiveness and moving on. That is a wrong mindset to have, because it is possible for someone to be forgiven, it is possible for someone to get forgiveness, but that person is not remorseful. Apologizing to someone without being remorseful is just a waste of time. So it is a wrong thing to see apology to be all about getting forgiveness and moving on. Apology is much more than that. It must come with remorse and acceptance of accountability. Without these two things, we don't have apology. So how can we make our apology to be effective in today's marriages? To make our apologies to be effective, I'm going to introduce you to the 4 steps that you can use to make your apology to be very effective. The first thing you have to do is to accept your wrongdoings. Without accepting your wrongdoings, you are not apologizing to your spouse. And this is something that a lot of married people today are doing. So a simple way to know that you have accepted your wrongdoing when apologizing to your spouse is when you are not giving excuse to your spouse, when you are not shifting the blame, and when you are not justifying yourself. So the first thing you need to do is to accept your wrongdoing without making any form of justification. And then the second thing you have to do is to apologize the right way. A lot of people today are not apologizing the right way. They are arrogant when it comes to apologizing to their spouse, but that is not supposed to be. For example, let's say your wife or your husband yelled at you, and you reminded your husband that the way he yelled at you is wrong. And then in apologizing, your husband will not say to you, if what I have done is making you angry, I apologize. Is that an apology? That is not an apology. For it to be an apology, you must make sure you specify to your spouse what you have done wrong. So instead of saying to your spouse, if what I have done is making you angry, you have to say, I apologize, or I am sorry for yelling at you. And I have also seen a lot of people apologizing in this way. I apologize, but you have also done a similar thing to me. That is also a wrong way to apologize, because it is not about competition, but it's about you being remorseful and accepting your wrongdoings and then apologizing the right way. I have also seen a lot of people saying, okay, let's move on. You don't apologize in that way. For you to apologize, you need to be very specific in telling your spouse what you have done wrong. If you have not done that, you have not apologized. So next time, don't tell your spouse, if what I have said is making you angry, I apologize. Instead, tell them, I apologize for not picking you on time today. I apologize for speaking to you in that manner. I apologize for yelling at you. You need to be specific. Without being specific, you are not apologizing. And why would you want to be arrogant when apologizing to your spouse? I want you to avoid that, and I want you to apologize rightly. So the third thing you need to do is to make amends. You have apologized rightly to your spouse, but you must make sure in words and in actions that you would not repeat that mistake again. If you have apologized without making amends, without telling them tomorrow that you won't do this mistake again, your apology has fallen flat. So for your apology to be very effective, you must make sure you will make amends. It's by making amends that you are showcasing to your spouse that you are truly sorry for what you have done. And that leads us to the fourth step. The fourth step is for you to avoid making that same mistake again. It is not a bad thing for someone to make a mistake, but it is wrong and it is not acceptable for you to keep on making the same mistake. When you continue to make the same mistakes and you are coming back to apologize to your spouse, you are making a mess of the apology and it won't be effective. So I'm encouraging you in this video to make your apology to be very effective. And the way you can do that is for you to accept your wrongdoings, is for you to apologize to your spouse the right way, and for you to make amends. And finally, for you to say to yourself, I wouldn't make this mistake again. When you take these 4 steps, I guarantee you that your apology will become very effective, and you will use that to repair your marriage. So if you have learned something in this video, I want you to subscribe and share this video with others so that they too will learn the steps required to make their apologies work. Thank you for watching and enjoy your marriage.